Everyone, today I'm going to be talking about our 120 chart. Sometimes we have a 100s chart that only goes to 100, but in first grade we count all the way to 120. So we gave you a 120 chart in your bag. Go ahead and find that today. And something that I was thinking of, if you don't have a sleeve protector to put these things in, like we put our clock in, you could always use a Ziploc baggie and just slide that in there, and that also would make it dry erase. But I'm going to go ahead and put it in my same sleeve protector that I used my clock in, and I'm just going to slide it in on the back side of it. So then I'm using that space, and I can see my 120 chart really well. Let's talk about how we could use this in class and how it could help us with math. First of all, it can help us with counting, as we just can count by ones across. We count by tens a lot. In first grade, we can start at 10 and just go straight down 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, all the way to 120. But it can also help us count by fives, skip counting 5, 10, 15, 20, and you can kind of see the pattern where you go in the middle to the end, in the middle to the end when you're counting by fives. We also use it to count by twos, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, skipping every other number to count by twos. We also use these a lot when we're adding or subtracting. When you add or subtract by ones, you just go up or down. If I'm trying to figure out 3 plus 2, I can go to 3 and count up 2 more. 1, 2, and I land on 5. I can use it for subtracting too. If I have 17 minus 3, I can start at 17 and count back 3 by going this way. 1, 2, 3, and I land on 14. So it's a really helpful tool, especially when we're counting in those higher numbers. We'll use and talk about our number line and how we use number lines a lot for adding and subtracting. But when you're using those really big numbers, sometimes it's helpful to have a 120 chart because it has those higher numbers in it. The other thing that we love to use this for is adding and subtracting higher numbers. Okay, like if I'm adding and subtracting 10 from a number, if I start at 56 and I want to add 10 to that, I can do a big math problem like that simply on a 120 chart. I can go to 56 and I just go down a row, and that adds 10 more. I land on 66. If I want to subtract 10 from 56, I just go up a row like this. Just like on our number puzzle that we do on our digital calendar. Let me turn this around for you to see. I'm sorry, it's a little bit slanted. If I draw like a number puzzle, if I'm at 24, if we're on the 24th day of school and I put a box around 24, one less would be going this way. One more would be going this way. So 24 minus 1 would be 23. 24 plus 1 would be 25. But if I want to add and subtract 10, I can go this way and say 24 minus 10, I just go up a row and I can see it's 14. I don't have to sit and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can do it, but that way's a lot slower. Same thing, I can add 10 by going down a row. And there you can see how we have our number puzzle, just like we do on our daily interactive calendar, where we're figuring out how many days of school, and we do 1 less, 1 more, 10 less, and 10 more. So we use it a lot for that. And then when we get later on into the year, like I said, we can do those bigger math problems. Like I can easily figure out what is 50 plus 30. Look at that big math problem. But I can use my 100s chart to help me by starting at 50 and counting down 3 rows. So 10, 20, 30, and I land on 80. I just went down 10, 20, 30, 3 rows. So we do a lot of things like that with our 100s chart, and we'll use it while we're doing simple solutions and other math problems throughout the year. But I wanted to show you that you could even use it on today's simple solution lesson when you're looking at number 1. Now they give you a number line, and their number line goes all the way, starts at 100 and goes all the way up to 108. So you might not need that 100s chart, but if you want to check it on your 120 chart too, you can find 100 all the way down here, and when I'm counting on 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 108 right there, just like our number line. And I can figure out what number comes after 105 by looking at my number line or by looking at my 120 chart. Why don't you see if you can find and point to or circle what comes after 105 on your 120 chart too when you're doing number one in Simple Solutions today.